Let's go to the AAC final as Tulane is laying 4.5 against the Army.
Yeah.
Golden Knights. Confidence of cash, 1 to 5 scale. 1 being the lowest, 5 being the highest. What is yours, mi amigo?
Yeah, I'm a 3 out of 5. I bet every conference championship game. I haven't bet every one yet, but this one I did. I like Tulane in this spot, actually. I'm going to fade the Army once again. I feel terrible doing it. Tulane, last week I thought they had a shot, actually, to make the college football playoff. They had to beat Memphis. They lay an egg as 13.5-point favorites, and I think that they're going to be pissed off and motivated in this game. If they don't win, I at least think well, actually, I do think that they win this game. I was going to say, if not by a full touchdown, I at least like the 4.5. I think that number is about right here. Looking like right now the AAC will not have a team in the playoff. So even if they win this game and beat up on Army, most likely they're not going to get in since you have Boise State and UNLV both in the top 20. But yeah, I like Tulane in this spot to win, probably by like at least 6. Yeah, I'll roll with them.
All right, numbers near time. Tulane, number 36 in the country in EPA per play offense, 31 EPA per play defense. Army, 27 in offense, 72 in defense. The projection, according to College Football Insiders, Army, 27.17. Tulane, 25.77 for a difference of Army minus 1.40. Again, they're catching 4.5, so the numbers nerd sides with the military and says, take the Army Golden Knights plus the points. All right, let's go on to a game that may have some meaning in the college football playoff. That is Boise State and UNLV. Of course, Boise State right now, a team projected to have that first round bye, winning the Mountain West Conference, but they got a significant road bump here and trying to conquer the UNLV Rebels. Boise State laying 3.5 in this one. Ryan Horvat, that 1 to 5 scale, 1 being the lowest, 5 being the highest. What is your confidence of cash?
Yeah, let's go 4 out of 5 on this one. I think this is my favorite bet actually this weekend, and I like UNLV. I bet them at 4. I like the 3.5. I actually think that they could win this game. I think it should be closer to pick. Last year, they met in the conference championship game, kind of got blown out in that game. They met earlier on October 25th, and Boise State won that game 29-24. But we talked about this last night. Like, UNLV outplayed them for 3 quarters. They outplayed them in the first quarter. They had a touchdown lead. They outplayed them in the third quarter, where they outscored them 14-3. The issue was they turned the ball over at the end of the half. They got outscored in the second quarter 17-0, but they actually contained Ashton Genty. He didn't go off for even 130 yards in that game. And if you hold him under 130 yards, that's containing Genty, who has right now the second best odds to win the Heisman. Right now, just trying to kind of like figure out the motivation for some of these teams. Like I said, looking at Army, they're 25, so they're not in the top 20. But both Boise State and UNLV are in. So I would think this is really like the first college football playoff game. This is an elimination game. So I like UNLV. And I was trying to find a price for them to make the playoff, but there's only 2 teams that you could bet to make the playoff right now. That's Bama and SMU, so just UNLV plus 3.5. Like I said, a 4 out of 5 on the confidence level. I think that they're going to keep this game at least close within a field goal.
All right, the numbers nerd says Boise number 19 EPA per play offense, 66 though in EPA per play defense. UNLV 48 in offense, 39 in defense. A projection according to College Football Insiders: Boise 33.72, UNLV 28.68 for a difference of 5.03. Numbers nerd says lay the chalk with the Boise State Broncos minus 3.5. All right, let's go to the Conference USA Championship game. Jacksonville State laying 3.5 against the Hilltoppers of Western Kentucky. Ryan Horvat, that 1 to 5 scale, 1 being the lowest, 5 being the highest. What is your confidence of cash?
Yeah, I'm like a 3 out of 5 here, and I'd probably like to so 3.5 was the number here against Western Kentucky. Yeah, I like Jacksonville State in this spot. Anything like under 4.5. Even last week, the market wasn't really giving them a whole lot of credit, and they were impressive. 229 rushing yards on 43 carries. They averaged 5.3 yards per pop. I like their quarterback. He's dual threat. Tyler Huff threw for over 2,000 yards this season, rushed for over 1,200 yards this season. I'm a Rich Rod guy, so yeah, I'd probably lay the chalk here. Like I said, like a 3 out of 5 here for me.
All right, Nimbers there and says Jacksonville State 83 in the country in EPA per play offense, 104. Yikes. EPA per play defense. WKU 94 in offense, 100 in EPA per play defense. A projection, according to College Football Insiders, Jacksonville State 27.45, Western Kentucky 27.24 for a difference of just 0.21 advantage. Hilltoppers plus the 3.5, says the numbers nerd. Let's go to the MAC. Making it, MAC. Daddies in a game that's surely going to make Ryan Horvat jump. Miami, Ohio laying 2.5 against the OHIO Bobcats. That 1 to 5 scale. What is your confidence of cash?
Oh, man. I would probably anything under a field goal. This is like a 1 out of 5 because it's the MAC. These are always tough. Usually I'll bet the total here. I would probably lean Miami, Ohio. I could see this being a field goal game. So if it goes over 3.5, I'd probably look at the dog. Ohio's kind of tough to figure out. They finished 9-3. They beat Ball State 42-21 in their last game. Led 21-7 at the half. They scored 21 of the first 28 points in the second half. And that's kind of what they could do anytime I bet against them. They pull away in the second half. Prior to that one, they won 4 games in a row against Eastern Washington, Toledo, Kent State, and Buffalo. Scoring about 30 points per game. Yeah, I'd probably lean the favorite here. But like I said, like a 1 out of 5 right now for me.
Numbers there, it says Miami 88 EPA per play offense on the season, 60 in defense. Ohio 86 in offense, 74 on defense. The projection, according to College Football Insiders, Miami 23.07, Ohio 23.07. For a difference of 0.02 advantage, the OHIO plus the 2.5. All right, Let's go to last game here. Louisiana laying 4.5 against the Marshall Herd, the Thundering Herd. That 1 to 5 scale. Ryan Horvat, what is your confidence of cash?
You know what? Here, I'm like a 2 out of 5. 4.5 is just really a dead number, so I would probably lean the dog. Take the points with Marshall, conference championship game, anything over a field goal. I'd probably take the dog here. So 4.5, I'd go Marshall. But like I said, I haven't bet this one yet. Probably 1 out of 5 for me, actually.
All right, the Raging Cajuns, number 33 DPA per play offense. Defense, number 88 in the country. Look at Marshall, 54 in offense and 79 in defense. The projection, according to College Football Insiders, Louisiana, 32.15. Marshall, 29.12 for a difference of 3.03 advantage to the dog. Once again, the Thundering Herd, Randy Moss, and Marshall plus the 4.5. So the numbers are backed. Army, Western Kentucky, Ohio, and Marshall, 4 out of the 5 dogs. The only one where the disagreement was, and you love the Rebels there, the Running Rebs of UNLV, plus the 3.5, and the numbers are like the chalk and laying it with the Broncos. So another riveting edition. There of Compass of Cash. Any revisions you would like to make before we exit, mi amigo?
No, I hope the model can knock it out of the park this weekend as long as they're wrong on UNLV. I really want them to win that game outright. So hopefully wrong about that one. That's the thing. I kind of agree with the projection on the MAC game. Like I was saying, that always seems like it comes down to a field goal. I always feel like I'm on the wrong side of that one. Jacksonville State, anything under 6 seems like the right side. Just some of these numbers right now, I kind of want to see on Wednesday or tomorrow where they move once these limits open up because they're kind of just like in those dead zones real quick or right now.